Dave, where is he? Is he not coming again? I don't want to fill in again this week.
No, he's here.
Well, where is he?
Where do you think he is? He's doing bloody hell, isn't he?
Sorry lads. Sorry, you know, I'm like...
Sam, your hair's fine. Let's get on with the show.
So Dave, February, a short and sweet one really.
Yeah.
2 games only this month. This storm era that we've had over the last couple of weeks has really hit us.
Getting proper withdrawal symptoms.
I know.
Withdrawal symptoms.
I know. So we had first of the month, Trafford.
Yeah.
A decent performance, just not exactly the result we wanted.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I think that's the 3rd time we played them this season.
Yeah.
We beat them in the trophy 3-0, which was a great performance, great game. So I was hoping for more of the same. But like you said, it was a good performance. I think we played well. Went behind, but made a couple of changes, which had an instant impact because I think it was 3 minutes after conceding we scored the equaliser. Good work from, I think it was Harry Brown, crossed it in, headed down from by Ben Warren on his debut, and Craig Linfield gets the goal. I think that was his debut.
Stick him on his debut, yeah. I think they both went to debut.
So it was great for the 2 new signings to link up there and hopefully a sign of things to come.
Yeah, we have a new signing as well in in Craig Ellison, and it wasn't his he didn't sort of shine much light on himself. He had a decent game, but the second goal has just come from a...
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I assume he must have thought there was more on the ball than there was. Thinking the match reports have suggested that the wind held it up. I'm not sure. I agree fully with that view, but either way, Craig came running out to get it, was absolutely nowhere near it, and the Trafford player just walked around him and stuck it in the back of the net, much to the delight of the 50 or 60 young Trafford fans behind the goal, who were great actually.
Yeah,
made the atmosphere for the entire game.
The young gang at Trafford, they did have a good number,
Yeah,
and it was nice to see.
He was singing, supporting the team, even after the game. Walking down the road, they were singing Trafford songs all the way down, and it's something that a few of us on the board were discussing it, and it's something that we really want to encourage here. We'd love to see the young people of Runcorn coming out and supporting the team, because obviously they're the future that we need. We're getting old.
I was going to say that.
The youngsters in here creating an atmosphere.
We spoke off camera quite a few times, and the LSU are becoming the OAPs now at the moment.
Obviously, 2 of us have joined. 4 of us are on the board now, so it's we need that younger element to come through and take over from us and start making the atmosphere. And hopefully, these shows, the young people in town get hold of our shows. Hopefully, they might start coming. Yeah,
well, as you said there, we got the debutants in Ben and Craig. Let's have a little look at Craig's goal, and then we'll go from there.
Oh yes, that's right. Line up Could you give it Joel, to Joel.
Hack it in! Brian,
Oh, it's
Second.
Go on! Yes!
So those were the highlights in our 2-1 defeat against Trafford. Bucko, what have we got on that one?
Yeah, Saturday 1st of February, Trafford 2, Runcorn Linnets 1. The 8th time we've played Trafford. 1-3, lost 4, drawn 1. We scored 10, they scored 12. As you say, Craig Lingfield and Craig Ellison both on debut. First two Craigs to play for the club, which is nice. The most numerous name we've had, we've had 14 Michaels and 14 Stevens. So first two Craigs, maybe it's the first of many.
What's the divide between the B's and the PHs on the Stevens? Do you know that one?
It's 4 to 4. It depends, because we ask them how they want to be known as. So in the stats, some are Steves, some are Steves, some are Stevens.
Yeah,
it's a minefield because you've got some Mikes, some Michaels, Lou and Louis, Robs and Roberts. It's all minefield, so we tend to put them in a general group. But
yeah.
Stevens and Michaels are...
I know back in the day we had Steve Parks, and if we'd have called him Stephen Parks, he probably would have battered us. Because he
was a character.
He was Steve, and that was it. Everyone just knew him
as
Steve.
So in the club statistics, he is Steve Parks.
How many players is that now then?
Well, Ben Wharton's on debut in the Trafford game. He became player 335. His heritage number's 335.
So we've had 335 players. And then Craig Ellison and Craig Winfield are the first
two Craigs.
First ever Craigs,
out of all of that. That's mad.
That's
all those players
isn't
we've
it?
not had Craig before. And then we get two. Like buses.
Yeah, and one of them scored on debut. Craig Winfield scored on his debut, which is the 50th Linnets goal of the season.
Thanks a lot, Bucko.
Excellent stats there, Bucko.
So a week later, we are here at the Millbank for Pickering Town. Now, I think we've joked quite a few times about we've never played them before. You always say, well, you keep saying we never played them before. Until that day, we hadn't. It's a game that kept sort of, we were going to play him, then we weren't going to play him, then we weren't going to play him.
You know what, it's mad. It's when you said it to me, when we were doing the pre-match broadcast, I thought, no, that's not right. I definitely remember playing. I thought we'd been to their ground and everything. But yeah, obviously we've got them coming up in April. I think the coach game. So yeah, first time.
Yeah, we did go 1-0 down, which has been a sort of maybe an unwanted theme throughout the last couple of months.
Yeah,
we seem to go down very quickly, but they recovered well.
Yeah, I think we went down, but I don't think we were necessarily the worst team. I think they got their goal, but we were playing well. Didn't really create much first half though, did we? It was a bit quiet really, wasn't it? So yeah, we went in 1-0 down. Yeah,
and then the second half we come out and pretty much hit the ground running straight away. I think it was only sort of 5 or 10 minutes into the second half, and Liam Carrick pops up to get an equaliser for us.
Yeah, he's a good player, Liam, isn't he? He's scored quite a few goal scorers now. Always busy, always getting in the box to get himself in position to score goals, and it was a tidy little finish.
Yeah, I remember this goal a couple of months ago. At City Liverpool with the little dink.
Well, if you hadn't been off last month, you could have discussed it on the show.
I know. That was one of those things, unfortunately. But you guys filled in well for me. Bucko took a great job, and I really enjoyed it. Watched it from my sick bed. So we go 1-1, and then Ben Morton, new signing, pops up and gets his first goal for Linnets. A very well worked goal as well.
Yeah, it was. Obviously, in the end, it's a tapping, but it's a tapping because it's good play and he's got himself in a good position. But it was a good finish.
Yeah, and it says Ben Morton goal. It doesn't say Ben Morton tapping. A goal's a goal, whether especially your first one. I know back about 6 or 7 years ago when Peter Crouch signed for Liverpool, it took him 26 games to score, and it doesn't matter how the first one goes in. It's your knee, to tap in, it's you on the backside, it doesn't matter as long as it goes in.
And to go with his assist from the Trafford game as well, so I think we've got a really special player there, I think.
Yeah,
and it was an important goal as well.
It was.
What won us the game.
It was, yeah. It was a special day for me because it was the first time I ever got to do the tannoy. Because Mark does such a great job normally that he never lets me do it. But
I got on the pre-game show as well.
You did?
That was, well, it wasn't my debut because I debuted with Bucko at the S1E8 game, which was my first league game. So I enjoyed freezing up there. And we went mobile as well, didn't we?
We did go mobile for the first time. It was a groundbreaking day all round. Ben gets his debut, we go mobile with the show, I do the tannoy.
And we won.
And we won.
What do you want?
Exactly. So should we have a little look at the highlights from the Pickering game?
So, hope you enjoy those highlights. Bucko, any stats from a team we've played for the
Yeah,
first time
quite a few. As you've said, the first ever time we've played Pickering Town, we travelled to Mill Lane in April for the return. Caddick's 4th goal in 12 starts, so he's doing well, and the winner from Ben Wharton. Ben becomes the 16th player to score for the Linnets this season, which is pretty phenomenal, to be honest. And all in all, a good win. A pretty barren February, really, for football. That's the 8th regular season month since we formed, when we've only had 2 games. But there was one month, December 2010, where we only played once, and that was a 5-0 gubbing away at Ramsbottom. So I don't know about April being the cruelest month. December 2010 was definitely the cruelest month. One game and a massive defeat. So only 2 games in February, which is pretty unusual.
Thanks, Bucko. Yeah, so as you said, only the 2 for us to talk about this time. Hopefully, weather permitting, we can have a busier March.
Well, we're going to, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we've got 5. Well, we were going to have 5 home games in a row, but one of them has been postponed.
Yeah, I think I've seen a tweet from Zach the other day saying that's 14 games in 8 weeks we're going to have to play now, but it's what happens at this level, isn't it? You get games got called off, and the ground staff here, they're doing as best as they can. But it's just...
we're going to have a lot of Saturday, Tuesdays, aren't we? So,
yeah.
But I like that, you know. I
think you have to mention the stress that puts on the volunteer base, though. When you look at 5 home games in 18 days. I mean, I chatted to Ellis and Dave Beckley when we do the programme. It's a heck of a strain on people like volunteers around the ground and people who write the programme to get, you know, these people work through the day and then have to get 5 programmes out in 18 days. It's such a strain on the volunteer base, but it's, like I say, something that's got to be done. But if anyone's got any programme articles that they want to send our way, we'd be really grateful for that.
Actually, Dave has mentioned in the board group chat that if anyone wants to write something for the programmes, we've got a lot of programmes to fill. So
it is a lot of content to get 5 out in 2 weeks. Basically, it's so tough.
Yeah, because
So
I know
people have to think about the volunteers at times like this. It's like, oh, we're not had a game in February. March is hellish, really, for volunteers. It's so difficult.
Well, yeah, as we say, let's hope we can chat a little bit more about some more football in March. But we'll see what the weather does and see if we can get some more games on.
yeah, hopefully, and hopefully we'll have a clearer picture of the playoffs as well. Not all the teams around us have played, but a few have got theirs on. I think we managed to go up a place yesterday without even playing, so that was good. And I think the teams around us, certainly teams directly above us, we've now got games in hand on them and the teams below us as well. So if we can win, you know, if we can go on a run of winning a few games, we can get right up there.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully when we do the next show, we'll be talking about us right on the cusp of the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. So, as you can see, we've been joined on the show by a couple of special guests. So we'll go from left to right and we'll go name and position.
Ellie and left back.
Becky, centre mid / centre back.
Dave, presenter.
Sam, presenter.
Lindsay, goalkeeper. Lucy, left wing.
So these girls are from our Linnets Ladies team, and it's going to be a feature that we're going to try and run through the rest of the season and then into next year, where we're going to find out a lot more about these girls, a lot more about the team. I know Bucko's going to throw out some stats in a little bit for us, but we'll just have a chat maybe and see where we can take this, get some of the highlights on, and hopefully we'll have a new presenter soon. You never know. So, girls, we're filming this today on the 1st of March. Now, I know you girls have played today. How do we do?
1-8-2.
8-2. Who are we playing today?
Up to.
Nice. Any of you get on the score sheet?
Lucy.
I know you did because I've seen it all over Twitter. Good goal?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
Just the one?
Just one?
Who scored the rest?
Mars,
Jess got a hat
Jess,
trick, didn't she?
Chelsea, Ellie Dyson. There's a good few. Yeah.
So was it a league game or was it cup game?
Yeah.
League.
So where does that put you in the league?
Top.
Lovely.
Was it a
What you'd
5
wanna
games?
say?
Yeah. I think we've got 5 games in hand on second as well.
So I know we're currently getting beady eyes from a certain coach over there. Now let's have a little chat about him. So John is here and we'll have a little chat with him in a little bit. What's he like as a coach?
Wonderful. Amazing.
Are we just saying that?
No, he's
lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we ask him to leave the room so you can
No, he's a great manager.
Puts like his heart and soul into the team. So
It's
it
a
shows.
Yeah.
Good, yeah. John does a lot for the club. For those who don't know, he's here all the time. I turn up on a match day and he's here. It's remarkable how much he does. And how long has he been doing it? Do we know?
7 years.
7 years.
I was close to 6.
So, Ellie, how long have you been playing
For Linnets.
in general?
So, oh god, I think I've been playing since I was about 6, and that was for Halton Girls. And then the team folded when I got to high school, and then I came back to Linnets when I was 19, and then quit, and then I'm back for club.
Take that.
Take
Is
that.
that many spells? She's the ladies' version of Richie Mopson. She's had that many spells at the club. And Lucy, I know you've been here for quite a while. So how long have you been in the Linnets team and just playing football in general?
I've been playing for about 10 years now, but I've been at Linnets for about 4 or 5 seasons. 5 seasons.
I think John needs to take Bucko. So Bucko, I know you have got some stats that you've collated before the show. So
the ladies joined the club in 2012 to 2013 season when Julie Bacon was manager and John Pickering was coach. and steadily trophies have come the way of the ladies. So in 2015 to 16 they won the Cheshire Women's League Cup and the Cheshire Women's League Challenge Cup, and in that season they scored 100 goals. 80 of them were scored by Marcy Jones-Karavich and Meg Pickering together, which is an incredible achievement. The following year they retained the Cheshire Women's League Challenge Cup. John Pickering became the manager, helped by James Sidwell as coach, and in 2018 to 19 they won the Cheshire Women's League Premier Cup and were runners-up in the Challenge Cup. And currently, as we've said, we're top of the league with a 100% record and unbeaten since December 2018. So there's a lot of talk in the media about the Invincibles. These are the true Invincibles. Personally, I'd just like to say that I've been at the club a lot of that time, and John and James and Neil and the ladies have been an absolute joy to work with, and I hope it carries on for a long, long time to come. They're an absolute joy.
Yeah, and you can see I've watched quite a few of your games. I even brought my old girls team to players, and he's pretty much wiped us off the park in both games. So it's a great setup here, and you girls and John do a great job. Now I don't know if any of you have seen the old Soccer AM teammates days that they used to have, where we'll just ask a couple of quick fire questions about the squad. Answer as honest as possible.
See you later.
Because these are the funny ones. Alright, so we'll start with worst dressed.
Here.
Demi. Glasses.
Oh yeah, Saturday where they're from.
She doesn't need glasses, does she?
Yeah.
No.
She's not from Specsavers.
No, they're definitely a star, but
You just thrown us straight
No,
into
no.
the bus there.
No, she's from Specsavers.
There's no while. Oh, Demi, yeah.
Oh.
Fastest player of the team.
Me.
Molly, innit? Is it Molly?
Yeah, probably Molly or
probably.
Ellie Dyson.
Yeah.
Who's the slowest?
Me.
Goalkeepers don't count. Who's the slowest outfield player?
Ellie. the way your play was getting up. I was like, oh, where is she? Ellie was all the way over there. Slowest? I don't know.
It's definitely not me. Can we pick another
I
name?
think it could be Ellie.
I'm actually dead quick. I just get tired on something.
Yeah, I'll the Steve was. I think go Ellie as well. I'll say Ellie.
I am every wing of the piece.
Now most teams will have one person who controls the music in the dressing room. Who's got the worst taste in music?
Lucy, probably me.
What's on your playlist, Lucy?
It was, come on, that was a teenage obsession.
No, you guys go with them. We do have that.
So who's the worst trainer or the laziest trainer?
Lily. Yeah, Lily.
100%.
She wouldn't even do the walk nowadays.
And I know how unhappy she'll be with that. I've known Lily for a long time, and she'll be very unhappy with that.
She'll be fuming that she hasn't been picked for the fastest. She'll be watching it.
And who? Let's say we're about to go out on the pitch now. I know we were talking about the guys' team. We're talking about Jack Hennigan takes 40 minutes to do his hair before he goes out. Who's the most vain? Who takes the longest before they're about to go out?
Lucy.
Everyone's
Keep an eye on Lucy.
Yeah,
She gets a spray tan and everything. Her makeup from the night before.
If she could get away with wearing nails, she would.
Yeah.
I've had a few games where I've had full face from the night before. I'm not gonna lie.
Dave's been a few like that when we've taken to filming before as well. Well, girls, thank you very much for joining us. It's been a real pleasure. I'm sure we'll have you back on at some point, and best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
I'm not the slowest.
Last word.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, as we said in that first portion with the girls, we are here with John Pickering, the ladies' manager. John, thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
So, as we said before, you've been here for quite a while now. How did it all start?
I was asked to help out, and 7 years later, I'm the manager and the kit man and the physio and everything that goes with it comes with that. This doing it, you know, I enjoy it. It's good. It's good.
And has coaching always been a thing in your life? Have you always coached?
I started coaching in 1998 when I was with Everton Ladies, and it's gone from there. I had a few years out from my career, and then got sort of dragged back 7 years ago.
Now you're a Liverpool fan, aren't you?
Avid.
So how did you find managing Everton Ladies as a competitor?
Not a problem. Wore my Liverpool shirt every game, every game, every training session. No problem.
Doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
That'd be like us wearing town gear to do this in, which wouldn't be.
I did get kicked off a photo shoot for doing it as well. Danny Cadamarci was not pleased.
Danny Cadamarci lived in Runcorn for a while, and when he first moved to the area to play for Everton, lived just down the road from me.
Nice.
Little completely unrelated factoid there.
Now, as we said before, you guys played Upton today. A good result.
Yeah.
Another win to tick off the list. How's it been going this season?
Season's been, apart from the weather, it's been fantastic. Girls have performed really, really well. We put a few challenges to them this season, and we give them an ultimatum of what we believe they should be doing and where we should be. And to be fair to them, they've risen to that challenge and delivered. We've got a 100% record in the league this season. As you said earlier on, stats from Bucko, we've not been beaten in the league since December 2018. Another stat there is that the Challenge Cup, we haven't actually lost in 90 minutes in 6 years in that competition. Been in the final 3 times, and the 2 defeats we've had was on penalties. And we lost the final on penalties last year. So it's a trophy we like, but the league this year is the main aim.
Yeah.
Now you had a cup game early this month, was it?
February?
Northwich. Against Northwich, and unfortunately we lost that, but in controversial circumstances, wasn't it?
Controversial, yeah. Maradona-esque, I suppose. We believe it was controversial, but at the end of the day, the referee has to give a decision. We don't have VAR or anything like that in ours. It was as blatant a handball as you could see, but you can complain as much as you like. At the end of the day, we should have, responded to it. We lost the edge a little bit, conceded 2 goals, and then got back in, but we just couldn't get through the game. But fair play, it was a high league side. Nobody really expected us to win, but we gave a great account of ourselves, and on another day, we probably would win that.
It was a pivotal point in the game,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Like 4 minutes into injury time of the first half, and we were 1-0 up. So, it knocked the stuffing out of the girls a bit, and they were quite grieved, and we worked hard with them half time to try and get them switched back on. But yourselves, you played yourselves, you coached yourself. It's hard when you got back out because you just feel you're not going to get. And we didn't really get much going for us in that first half, and I don't know. It was one of them games, but it was a distraction from the league because the league's what we want. And the County Cup was a good cup, but we made the quarter-finals, and we've got to be happy with that. Now we concentrate on the Challenge Cup and on the Premier League now going forward.
Yeah, no, as we said, we're going to try and get a little bit more coverage for the ladies on the show. I know Dave's going to come down and get some game footage, and we'll hopefully get yourself and the girls back on towards the end of the season. But from all here at Linnets TV, wish you the best luck for the rest of the year. We hope that you get that promotion that you really want, and we'll get up to that Women's Premier League one day, and we'll all be there supporting this lot.
I probably won't be at by the time we make that, but where we want to get to, the more than capable of doing it. So.
Good. Well, John, thank you very much for joining us.
Cheers, John.
Thank you very much.
Hi guys, so as always we have the Where's Chezi segment. However, we had a quick turnaround between episodes for January and February, so we haven't given you much time to guess where he was in January, so we are just going to run with the same picture. So as a reminder, it should appear here. As usual, just let comments on the video, or comment on Twitter and Facebook, and you'll be entered into the competition to win a pie, a pint and a programme. Or programme, pie and a pint, whichever way you want to say it, the 3 Ps. Good luck guys. So we've had a bit of a break for our travel club. We haven't had a coach trip for a while, but we've got another one coming up on the 21st of March. We are going to Workington. The coach will be leaving the Millbank Linnets Stadium at 10 a.m, taking roughly 3.5 hours to get there. Seats are priced at £20, £15 for concessions, and it would be absolutely wonderful to see all of you lovely people there. Cheers.
Thanks a lot for joining us on another episode of Inner Town Where I Was Born. I hope you really enjoyed that new segment that we've added in this month. I've been Mark Buckley.
I've been Dave Jones.
And I've been Sam Phillips.
Don't forget to join us on Facebook,
YouTube.
And Twitter. Thanks a lot and good night. That smile's going to do it for the housewife.
I can feel them melting. Right, that's everything in it for that.
So, outro.
Oh yeah, outro. So we do the outro now because we're set up for it, aren't we?